Scratch that etchy itch at ludecomplex.com.
Hello, and welcome to the new Knights of Hyperion. I'm Veedo the Gray, and today I'm not by myself like that one last shitty episode that you heard like 2 months ago whenever I recorded it on the Yeti, and it sounded like shit. You could hear my fridge in the background like making the ice. Or I think there was at one point where you hear the ice drop. It's fucking terrible, dude. I'm telling you, it was terrible. Anyways, today, like I said, I'm not by myself. I'm actually with a fellow knight who used to be a part of this show. He used to bring in some of the weirder side of the conversation that wasn't video games at all, or for example, all that bullshit Overwatch. No, no video games. I don't know where I'm going with this. I had a really good setup going, but I forgot what I was going to say. Anyways, welcome back, Krotone.
Hello. The local crackpot, crazy man, conspiracy theorist.
I didn't mean to make you sound like a weirdo.
It's
Did I make
okay.
you sound like a weirdo?
It's all right. That's exactly who I am.
I didn't mean to make you sound like. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make. I didn't mean to make you sound like a weirdo. I didn't know where I was going with this. It's been a while since I've actually had somebody else on here, and I'm actually like doing it for entertainment purposes. It's been a minute.
It's always for entertainment purposes. People might be just laughing at you or with you, or you never know.
Right.
Because you're a funny guy.
Nah, man, I'm not that funny.
You're a funny guy. Funny like a clown, you know?
What am I, funny like a clown? Dude, I was talking to Devin the other night, and he came up with a really good idea of a three-way show between the three of us.
When you're going three-way, I was like,
man, that's kind of. I don't know if I'm ready for that.
A little soon.
No. So he's thinking of doing like a movie show. We watch a movie 1 week or something, and we watch a couple of movies, or we each watch a different movie, and we bring that to the table. We talk about that.
So
movie.
like Oprah's book club, but with movies.
Yeah, I guess you could say that. It'd be there's the AC. It would be I don't know, what would we call it? Try to incorporate the Hyperion thing.
The Hyperion book club, but it's not about books.
No, not about. That's the name of it, the Hyperion book club, but it's not about. No. What would it be?
Well, because we would have to individually watch these said movies.
There's
a delivery.
All right, so I don't.
There's two boxes. Are we gonna open these boxes live?
No, man, it's something important of that needs.
Why not? Why you don't want to share what you got? Like
I got drill bits. Thing to hold mail. I forgot what else.
Those are some random ass fucking. Well, at least you're on that Hard Rock Nick shit. He fucking left me alone. Walks into the other room and just leaves me alone. Like, I don't understand. Fucking prick. It's his show. Just fucking walks off. Now he's back.
Okay, guys, I'm gonna go ahead.
You're on that Hard Rock Nick lifestyle. At least 2 Amazon packages a week. At least
Fuck
2.
That.
Do you even know who Hard Rock Nick is?
No.
Hard Rock Nick.
Why would you order?
No. I need to explain to you what Hard Rock Nick is. Hard Rock Nick is the newest, weirdest fascination on Instagram to take over the fucking world, and he's on that rich gang shit.
You want to help me kill this?
He's on that rich gang shit. He gets at least 2 Amazon packages a week. He's 400 mil, 30 mil liquid. He's got chains. He's got bags. Like, he goes to Nordstrom's at least once a week. Like, this dude, He's balling, and he's got the sickest fucking beard game ever. Best beard
Hard
game.
Rock, like Hard Rock Cafe.
Yeah,
But
because
it's Hard Rock Nick.
Yeah, Hard Rock Nick. Here, let me show you Hard Rock Nick. He's got the eyebrows to kill for. Like, look at this shit. Look at that guy.
What the?
That's Hard Rock Nick. He's a fucking baller.
What the hell?
Don't click this sound because you don't want to get booted.
I'm not gonna click the sound. I'm just looking at like his Instagram without like actually going to it. Like, what is? He's got like it looks like a ship, like it's a sail ship, like a ship with sails on for like his sideburns is sails.
He looks like the most
is,
baller magician ever.
Let me show you.
Like
his
beard.
Where's he from?
His beard's got beards.
Where's he from?
He's in L.A. Duh. He's in Hollywood.
I thought
he's
he'd
in
be
Hollywood. Why? Where would a man like that be? Hollywood.
Jersey.
Hollywood.
A weirdo like that is from Jersey.
Like, no, he's just like Hard Rock Nick. He's a fake baller. He pretends to have all this shit, but he doesn't have any of it. Like, cause he always wears the same fucking black V-neck, the same fucking shorts, and then he'll like go
what if
to.
He has like 40 pairs of the same thing.
But like, but no, he lies about his shit. Like, he'll say, "I spent this amount of money on this pair of shorts," and then the people will go and like look up that specific pair of shorts, and then go through the comments and burn his ass.
Why were the shorts? Were they not that expensive?
No. He spent $1,000 on these shorts, and like those shorts are $100. And like he can never prove where his money is, what money he has, what he actually owns. But he's just always saying
it's kind of like, fuck. What's? Did you ever watch The Disaster Artist?
Yeah.
That actor.
It's like the real life version of that, but like he's the male version of Daniel Brogoli. Like he out of nowhere he just blow up. Now he's gonna be on Tosh.0. Like it's really funny, but you wouldn't know because you're a podcaster who doesn't watch other people's podcasts.
No, I really don't. I really don't. I'm a kind of a podcaster that doesn't really do much, but as of lately, play a shit ton of Skyrim again, and watch a lot of Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Were you gearing up for the new season that they're going to be dropping?
No, I did. I knew they were going to make their new season was coming out. I just wanted to.
Netflix has got to do something to.
I wanted awkward comedy.
Justify that new $12.99 a month, and Disney's going to be coming out with their shit soon.
Dude, you know what I watched today? I watched the first episode of Titans, the live action Teen Titans, on DC on DC Universe.
Why would you even like put yourself through that type of torture?
It wasn't actually torture.
What?
You haven't seen it? You've only seen trailers?
I've boycotted.
Man.
Based upon trailers.
Okay.
I've boycotted based upon trailers altogether. Like,
all right.
It looks
it's
so
actually,
bad. It looks so bad.
It's actually pretty good.
I can't go through another fucking bad Teen Titans reboot. Like, Teen Titans was... They had a great run on Cartoon Network and fucking the Slade arc and... all that shit.
Such a good arc.
It was so fucking dark. It was so dark for a Cartoon Network show.
This show is pretty fucking dark for it to be what it is, and I mean, for it to be set in a DC universe, like arc. So when like you see Robin in action,
so does DC have like they have another like decent show?
I would
but
say
it's
so.
It's not Marvel good.
Of course, it's not Marvel good. They don't have Marvel money.
You have Universal money. What are you talking about?
They have WB, Warner Brothers money.
Universal.
Marvel has Disney.
Yeah, but
Marvel
like before that, it was just Marvel Studios, and they were still pumping out good shows.
They weren't doing shows before.
Marvel Studios was doing shows and movies.
Oh yeah,
and then they hooked up with Netflix.
Well, that depends. So the only reason they got the people to do that is because of like ABC, which is Disney.
Well, DC's just stupid and fucking like they trust Sony for some reason.
But
Sony can't make a good comic book movie or anything.
This show is actually pretty good. It's really dark. It's really violent. The fuck Batman line is still really. It's just goofy, but it doesn't show it as like how they did in the trailer. It's nothing like that. It's more of like after he beat the shit out of everybody, broke some skulls, fucking cut some guy's face open with the like bashes his driver's side window, grabs his face like along the side where the window would roll down, just grabs his face and puts it on there and just drags it across and like cuts his face open with the leftover glass that's there.
So do you think DC is just gonna dive through all their really dark material and start pumping that out because Disney isn't sure on whether or not they're gonna be putting out rated R content through their Fox affiliates? Because it's still Disney?
I would say so because
Which
I
I
mean,
think
they
is
can do
stupid.
they can do whatever they want
still,
on
they,
this,
like
though.
Disney technically owns FX. They should just fucking
Yeah.
like if they're gonna do a
What's gonna
streaming.
happen to It's Always Sunny.
Yeah. So like D's a Disney princess.
Oh my
She is.
god. Oh my god.
You want to know
for
who else?
another
You
10
want to know
days.
who else is a true Disney princess? Sarah Silverman.
Why?
She's in Wreck-It Ralph. She
Oh,
gets
yeah,
she's a
is.
true Disney princess, and then in Wreck-It Ralph Breaks the Internet, she gets a Disney princess song,
I didn't watch Break the Internet.
and she sings a Disney princess song, and it's beautiful
I didn't watch the new Wreck-It Ralph.
because it's
Is it
fucked
worth
up.
it?
Yeah, it's so good. Like there's so many like just hidden jokes that only an adult would understand, like a nerdy adult. Like there's a character called
catered for
Carl
the
J.
adults.
Spamsley, and he's spam. And
It's just a container of spam, or is he?
no,
out
no,
of
no,
it?
he's just actual spam because you're on the internet, and he's a fucking program,
Oh,
but he's Carl J. Spamsley.
I thought you meant like spam.
Yeah, just like
the
imagine
food.
imagine like Osmosis Jones, but on the internet.
Oh my god! So it's internet humor. It's
Yeah,
meant for
it's
adults. No matter
Internet
what.
and video game humor at its best.
Man,
Because especially like Ralph, he doesn't understand the internet.
it'll
Because
be
he's an
on
old
Disney
school
Plus. It'll be on Disney Plus when it comes out, and
It's gonna be called Disney Plus.
yeah, and I plan on getting it.
I think they should
getting
have
Disney
both.
Plus.
Like Disney, if you're listening, you should do like how Netflix has it. You have your adult viewing section, and then you have your option for kids. You have a tremendous amount of kids material. Just let us have the option to choose kids so that you can still pump out amazing material for adults, because we'll pay for the content, we'll pay for the merchandising, we'll pay for the clothes, the figures, like everything. We'll spend the monies. Just let us have the content that we want. Don't restrict us. Like we want that shit. Like look how much money
I
people
want
spent
Daredevil
on.
back.
Look how much money people spent on Daredevil. Yeah,
I want Daredevil.
like a
back,
rated
man.
R Daredevil. Look how much money
God.
people spent on Logan.
Ugh.
Logan was beautiful and fucking brutal
A good
and rated
send-off.
R. Like Disney, if you just decide not to do content like that,
What are
we
they
won't
gonna
ha-
make
we won't-
Deadpool PG-13?
They did the Deadpool. They did the remake in PG-13 for the Christmas special.
I didn't watch that.
I haven't watched it either, but they
But
down.
that was before the Disney Fox merger, though.
But it's supposed to help so that Deadpool can be a Disney product. It's kind of like a test.
God, that's annoying.
Hey, Reynolds got paid twice as much, man.
Nah, that's just stupid. You can't do Deadpool without it being like rated R. So why even do it at all?
Well, his commentaries can't be enough for a teenage boy. Like, it's funny.
Yeah,
It's campy.
but why even bother doing it like PG-13 when you know it's going to be good and rated R?
Because
That's what I'm,
Disney and Fox knew that you were going to spend the money again to see the same movie. Then the merchandising for Deadpool was great because they were rebranding older movies, but with Deadpool on the cover of the box.
yes, that was only at Walmart.
Yeah, which
I
was really
remember seeing
interesting.
that.
I was like, oh wow, that's actually
All
really
those
funny.
Fox movies.
Yeah, all the Fox movies. They were rebranded with Deadpool on them.
Yeah, I remember
So like
that.
what The Jerk with Deadpool, like that was funny as fuck. I was like, damn, I
That was
kind of
around
want to buy
Christmas
this.
time, right?
I don't know if it was around Christmas time because I'm not really paying attention to what's happening with the holidays, and I only get to shop at Walmart at 1 o'clock in the like 12:30, 1 o'clock in the morning. So, I only know what holiday it is based upon which merchandising is up. So I didn't even
That's
know.
fair.
I didn't even know
guess.
today was going to be St. Patrick's Day
Yeah, I
until
didn't
I
know that
saw
either.
all the green shit last night.
I didn't know it was St. Patrick's Day today. Happy
Yeah.
St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah. And no, I'm not wearing any green
Neither
because
am I.
my name is Patrick, motherfucker. If you pinch me,
Technically, you got your black looks green.
well, I've got green tattoo ink on me, but
Yeah.
like
Oh yeah, that's my green.
permanent
Yeah, sure.
green. But
Yeah,
if you
there we
pinch
go.
me, you're a fucking schmuck.
Who are you gonna see that's gonna pinch you? Like
don't
from
know.
here back home.
Why?
On the
Why?
feeder? Like who's gonna see you're not wearing green, motherfucker? He chases you just to pinch you.
Like what if as like a society like people like you're not wearing green, and then like you have like 6 people chasing you down the street because they're trying to pinch you just because like you don't have green on.
Dude,
it's like trip setting.
Kind of on the topic of St. Patrick's Day, have you seen all the car accidents that have been happening from the street racing? I did quotations. Street racing on like I-10 and shit.
No.
Oh, you're not on Facebook.
Well, I get the car crews up in the shop, so like
there was like this like 17-year-old that like was hauling ass like near Post Oak, trying to go like bust a left on Post Oak. He ran the light, lost control, hit the barrier, went over the barrier, fell over. The car caught on fire. The passenger died on impact, and then he was like in critical condition, or I think he died. It was really fucked up. And
don't drive your cars fast.
And then there was another one where I guess this one happened last night. This guy hit a pedestrian, and then that car hit a truck, and that Camaro or whatever, it looks like a Camaro, but it was like an old Camaro, but it was like destroyed. It was fucked.
Yeah, no,
that's some really fucked up shit happening around all over town, man.
We've been having like the gas station down the street from the house had some type of shooting. Yeah, and it's all boarded up now, so I'm assuming the
Raceway?
No, the Shell.
Where's the Shell?
Over by the McDonald's. Try not to give specific locations.
Oh, no, across the street from the Mobile?
Yeah.
Oh, my work's down the street from that.
Yeah, like not too far from the house, and so the
Get a gun.
Yeah, it's time for that. I want to take a class. I don't want to be a stupid person with a gun.
Watch YouTube videos.
No. No, I want to take a class on shooting and taking care of a gun.
Well, you got to know how to handle the gun before you take the class. So you got to shoot and learn the gun.
Well, you can buy a gun, but like I'm going to buy the gun so I can take the class, but I want to take a class so that I can know how to like clean and repair my gun and like shoot properly. So like I've had too many friends, quotations, accidentally shoot themselves, or friends shoot themselves on purpose. So like I've kept myself away from firearms because I didn't feel like I was personally smart enough or capable of enough to not hurt myself with a gun sometimes.
We've got a gun. Well, it's not mine, it's hers, but she got it for Christmas.
She would get a gun for Christmas.
Yeah, her
family
her dad. No, her dad got
her dad would give her a gun for Christmas.
Plan on getting a gun.
I plan on getting one, and just like now, I feel that I personally am comfortable enough. I've shot a gun now, like to where the point, like I'm comfortable enough around it to want to actually have one for protection. Like I want to have one for protection. I don't want to be another dummy with a gun. I want to be capable enough to use my gun and not hurt myself or anybody else when I do decide to use my gun. There's too many people who just own guns and like, if they're in a fucking scary fucking moment, they might just start shooting randomly and hurt somebody else unintentionally. Like I don't want to be that guy.
In your line of work, you could use one.
Yeah, and I could. No, and I don't want to use it in the wrong moment or use it sporadically and have more bullets go through my windows and then across the fucking parking lot and accidentally hit a pedestrian who I never meant to hit. Like I don't want to be that guy. So I want to be able to be capable enough to use my gun properly if I do own one. Because there's too many dummies who just think a gun is a gun and they don't think about the consequences and What happens after you pull that trigger?
The ease of access to getting guns now.
Yeah, well, we live in Texas. We live in Texas.
That's why there's like that big political debate between more like a little like stronger gun restriction laws, and people automatically assume that they're trying to take their guns away. I was like yelled at about that like on Christmas.
I personally think there should just be more restrictions on dummies. We have too many dumb people. It's not the fact that we have access to guns. We just have too many people that are dumb, and we have too many people with mental issues that aren't diagnosed who shouldn't own guns. Like if you have certain...
So what would you propose? Like, would you say they have to take a mental stability test?
Yes.
With the application to
yes.
get to... That would be smart.
Yes. Just like police officers should take a fucking mental stability test and have higher standards so that when they are forced into these high stress situations,
they don't just pull the trigger.
They react properly. Like we have soldiers who are forced into high stress situations, but they're trained properly and they know when and where to do what they need to do.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's if you want a gun, mental check.
Yeah. But that's not how everybody is seeing it.
Just like if I want to cut off my arm because of some extreme body modification, just let me have a mental check and make sure that I'm competent.
And that freak out afterwards after you cut your arm off.
Yeah.
Why that as an example?
Well, because just like in we live in a world with like trans stuff, and like that's not anything further. Like I feel like I don't need my arm. Mental check me. I'm good. Let me do it.
What would you do with how much would you cut off?
Well, I don't know. Maybe I don't. Maybe from the elbow down, it doesn't feel like my arm. It feels like somebody else's arm, and I want to get rid of it. This is not mine.
Yeah. Well, yeah, okay, then you definitely need a mental stability check, and they're going to check you into a hospital.
Yeah, but it's not mine. It's not me.
This isn't my arm.
This is the wrong arm.
This is they switched my arm at birth. You can see the stitching.
Yeah.
It's very faint, but it's there.
Or these are not my fingers. I want to get rid of them.
Yeah, I want mechanical fingers.
I want mechanical fingers. I was supposed to be born with mechanical fingers.
You're not a man, you're a machine.
Yeah, and I identify as a machine, and I was supposed to be born as a machine, so I'm going to replace all my body parts with machine body parts, and you can't stop me.
No one's stopping you from replacing.
They would probably try to stop me. If I wanted to replace all my body parts with mechanical body parts, like they're going to try to stop me. Like once I get to like my heart and my brain, they'll be like, you can't do that. Why not? Why not? It's my body.
You're saying you're questioning the doctor?
No,
Why not?
Yeah. I'd question the ethics about it. If other people can do all these other crazy surgeries, why can't I transition into being a robot?
How would you get your nerves endings to connect?
I don't know. That's for doctors and engineers and scientists to decide, not me.
I don't know how it's
I'm not a
work,
doctor.
Guys. I don't know how it's going to work. That's what you're going to figure out. I know. I just want it done.
I want to transition into
Here's
a
the
robot.
money. Here's the money. Take my money. Just take it.
No, they're going to do it for free. They're going to do it for free because I'm going to be the first transitioning human into a robot. And then they're going to make up new laws just for me so that I can live within America.
What kind of laws would you...
Because you still have to treat me like a human being because I was a human being who transitioned to a robot. I have human rights, not robot rights. But I also want robot rights.
There's no rights for robots.
Exactly.
It's free
because,
will.
Yeah, that's why we're putting AI into sex robots and we're raping them. Because they have no rights.
That's a really fucked up way.
So when I transition into a robot, I want my human rights still.
But you would still have your brain. Your human brain.
Parts of it.
How else would that work? I
got to upgrade, I have to be able to work with the technology inside my body better. My human brain's not fast enough for that.
With modifications, maybe.
There might be.
We don't live that far into the future enough to know anything.
You sure about that?
I mean, we have it to where.
According to Alex Jones, we got human hybrids and animal chimeras.
Shut up. Oh my god.
What if you put Alex Jones's name in the head title of this podcast, like this recording, people will listen. we're gonna talk about Alex Jones just so that we can, just because it'll be funny. We're gonna fuck with the YouTube algorithm. Like,
oh my god,
y'all
is
like
so fucking just out there, man.
He's allowed to be. Alex Jones is allowed to be.
Just like goofy, like
he's
stupid.
He's allowed to question. It's not his fault that his listeners may be highly unintelligent idiots, because we're not allowed to use the R word. You're not allowed to use the R word. You're not saying R worded. You can't say it. You can't mouth it either.
Why?
Because it's that's hate speech.
I mean, that's what my brother called me whenever I was being stupid.
Yeah, but
it's like using
that's wrong. It's hate speech.
It's like using the other word that you can't use freely anymore. The F word.
The F word. Which one? You got multiple F words.
Can I say it?
No.
How are you gonna know?
Because you can't say it.
It's like what I call people whenever you're being stupid is not because of their orientation or their sexual orientation. It's just you're being stupid. You're acting like an idiot. Therefore, I'm calling you a
speech. Can't use hate speech, man. Do you want to be banned off of Twitter? Forever?
I don't know if I've ever used that word on Twitter. I say some really like shit on Twitter. If you follow my Twitter,
you used the R word. Why would you use the R word? That is hate speech. That is so wrong. Do you want to get banned like Alex Jones? Do you want to be Alex Jones?
Consider it hate speech.
We're gonna call it a verb. It's verb Jones. You don't want to be Jones.
I don't consider it as a hate speech. I'm considering it as a way of me explaining the way I'm being.
But society
as stupid. Like my
society.
Fine, let me
society
rephrase
says
that.
no.
I put some really stupid stuff on Twitter.
There you go. There you go.
Do you know how hard it is without having to say the other word?
This is 2019. This is 2019. We're moving into 2020. 2020 is the year of censorship.
God, yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus.
It's overwhelming. It's hard. What's your pronoun today? What do you identify as?
I'm not gonna identify as anything. I identify as myself.
Not good enough. You can't just be you.
I am.
You have to be a part of a particular group.
No, I'm an individual being that has his own mindset of thinking and the way he does his own things, the way he lives his own life.
No, you have to be a part of a particular group.
No.
What letter are you?
What letter am I?
Yeah. What letter? You're V?
Yeah.
What does that stand for?
Vegan.
Vegan?
Yeah. Because I don't eat meat or consume dairy.
Really?
Yeah, I don't.
You're one of those people?
Oh, I'm not vegan.
You had to tell me about it, didn't you?
You gave me something, and that's the only thing I can think of my current lifestyle is I don't eat that stuff anymore. It's been like almost 2 months now, I think.
Oh, it's been 2 months.
But even before that, I hardly ate it anyways, and I also cut out cheese. Like,
so are you better than me now?
No, I'm not better than you. I'm not better. Me better than anybody? Come on, dude. I'm the most mentally broken person that you probably know.
Okay, wait. I want to get back to the human chimeras. So, according to a few people.
Let me ask you a question.
Well, no, you don't.
It's about chimeras. Well, I'm going
to talk about. There's a few generations of clones out. There's a few generations of chimeras out, and then there's also we're on our 4th or 5th generation of the CRISPR. So,
what the fuck is the CRISPR?
The CRISPR is the genetic editing tool that they use to edit and splice DNA. Like recently, there was a guy in China who, in secret, edited these 2 Chinese girls, twins, edited their DNA to be immune to HIV. He did it in secret, which is really fucked up. But wait, you double checking me?
I just want to know what this is about.
What the CRISPR? So yeah, they're on their like 4th generation. So now we're gonna be able to potentially do
the CRISPR.
CRISPR delivery. No, they're gonna be able to do like designer babies.
That's what the CRISPR is. It's where you put your vegetables in the fridge.
No, just human gene editing. There you go. Human gene editing. There it is, CRISPR. It's an acronym, I believe.
Okay, it's a genome editing tool. Genome editing tools such as the clustered irregularity interspace short palindromatic repeat, CRISPR for short, associated system.
So it's just a tool that they use to edit DNA. So if they want to, they can make you genetically immune
How do
to
they even
certain diseases.
think of anything like that?
It's bacteria. It's bacteria that have the tools and ability to cut DNA and combine them back together with like acetones and like weird shits. Basically, genetically, they can design your genome and your DNA before birth, and then you're born with that particular DNA. And then now you also have using this type of technology, they're adding animal DNA that have certain type of characteristic traits, and then now you're getting animal human hybrid chimeras.
Okay, so back to my.
And they're doing this
what
in
question I
all in
wanted to
secret, and they're doing this also in government labs. And then you also have clones, because we're using clone technology to clone. Well, they're already doing synthetically grown beef inside labs.
Yeah, I
It's the
know.
same type of technology,
Same
but
with
they're growing
salmon.
They're growing
and
humans.
fish.
They're growing humans.
They did. I saw the human pig hybrid that
Mhm.
they grew in a lab.
So like Alex Jones isn't wrong. He's
I mean-
allowed to question some like on some shit. He's not
but
wrong.
the way
so
he's so just like don't want to say over dramatic. He's just like it's his hyperbole of the way he explains everything. It's overdone. It's just he's an oddball. He's
he
a
wants
he's
you
a
to
goofy
know.
man.
He wants you to know.
Okay, so the question I wanted? What is your definition of a chimera? What do you see as a chimera?
What the percentage is.
No, what is a chimera to you?
A chimera is a human that has any type of genetically modification
I'm not-
to them with
Okay.
animal DNA. Any type of animal human hybrid is a chimera. Any type. If you have just 1%, you're still technically a chimera. You know?
You know what a chimera is?
Hmm.
It's a beast from the nether realm that is created by two animals. No human DNA.
No human DNA.
It's
That's the
two
little
or more-
definition.
Two or more animals of the nether realms essentially they'd be created are kind of demonic creatures in a sense.
Fuck you, anime, for teaching me the wrong shit.
I'm
I
just-
depend on you. I depend on anime
I'm
to teach me the right shit.
thinking
Like
in,
Full Elder
D&D
Alchemist.
terms, man.
Alchemist.
No,
fucking shit
I
up.
knew that's what you were like. Full Metal was where you were coming from, but no, a chimera is built of 2 to 3 different animals. You either the most frequently that you see is anything with a goat and a snake, and the goat and the snake can also reference the devil and demonic worship.
You're being R-worded.
How?
R-worded. Devil
Oh,
worship?
I'm
Devil worship?
yeah, because of the Baphomet. The Baphomet with the head, the humanoid goat. You know, the goat is a representation of the devil,
Is he?
and so are snakes.
How would
Snakes-
you know? Do you praise Satan?
Because I grew up in a church. Like this is my background. This is what I'm going to fall back on whenever I can't find a job. Is I'm going to be a what do you call it? A theologist.
Oh, I thought you were going to say preacher. And I was
No,
like,
I'm gonna
that's
be
going
a
to be
theologist.
funny as shit.
No, I'm not
You're
going to follow my
you're
dad's
gonna-
steps.
What? You don't want to lead the youth ministry?
Fuck
You'd be the
no.
perfect dude for the youth ministry. You got tattoos, you got the piercings, you've been there,
We're
you've
going to go
done that.
skate for God. We're going to shred for the Lord. And before we go, we're going to say this awesome, wicked prayer. Everybody with me.
Everybody bowed their heads today before we hit the ramps and get gnarly.
Like that King of the Hill episode.
And we get gnarly. We want Jesus to watch over us and keep us safe. No broken bones today while we get
You still got your
rad.
skateboard?
Yeah, it's in the trunk. What are you thinking?
I need shoes.
You don't have any type of
Skate shoes? No, man, mine. I used because I took mine to work and they ended up falling apart.
so you don't have any and ones on you?
No, no, those old S's that Costin had that look
Yeah.
like basketball shoes.
Fucking Costin. Speaking
man.
of skateboarding, fucking Phelps,
I
man.
know, man. It's really sad. How did it happen?
Well, they had the downhill bombing
I could pull it up.
event. Yeah, you can. Well, I wouldn't watch the video. It's kind of
No, I don't want. I meant more of reading it. I don't want to see it.
it's kind of
happen.
sad to watch. But they had a downhill bombing event in I can't remember. It's got to be in Frisco because that's where everything happens. That's where you have the fucking, what was the GX1000 video where dudes were just straight hitting ledge tricks and then landing and then bomb a hill, or bomb a hill, slow down, hit a ledge, and then fucking bomb a hill. But yeah, he was bombing a hill at this event, and he fell, took a really hard fall, and he was hospitalized for a while. And I guess shortly afterwards, he well, not short. I'm not positive on the timeline, but he died a little while afterwards. At what is he, 56?
Yeah, he died at 56. So I didn't know
56.
that. I didn't know how it
And
happened.
if you don't know who Jake Phelps is, Jake Phelps was the Thrasher editor. And if you don't know what Thrasher is, Thrasher is the skateboard magazine.
Of Thrasher, wasn't he? He was there when Thrasher started. He's been one of the longest editors.
He's been there for a minute,
from the beginning. And
he was the life and blood of Thrasher, basically. And he lived for
King
skateboarding.
of the Road's gonna be real empty now, man.
Oh wow, I didn't even think that far.
Think about it. King of the Road's gonna be empty because whenever King of the Road was on, dude, he was on fire all the time.
I saw
a
quote from him and about him, and it was about how he committed to every trick.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're leaning backwards, if you fell backwards, he's like, I never fall backwards, I always fall forward, because if you're falling backwards, that means you didn't fully commit.
Yep.
And if you're falling forwards, that means you committed.
Yeah, man, kind of just like with Pops from Luke Cage.
Mm-hmm.
Always forward, never backwards.
Yeah.
Always forward.
I'm so sad they're fucking cutting that show up.
I mean,
don't get me started on that shit. But yeah, Phelps, it's sad, and it's going to be a major hit to the skateboard community. But everybody loved him.
Southside skate shop right around the corner from me, right here.
Really?
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Yeah. I might go there pick up some shoes because I'm going to go on a skate expedition with Wolf this summer whenever he comes and visits. I'm looking forward to that. So I need to get some skate shoes. I still have them aboard, just never use it or make time for it, I guess.
If you're going on a skate expedition, you're going to have to get you some fatty wheels so that you can hit over those rocks. You ain't a street skater no more, bruv.
I know. He skates an old, he says he has an old school deck, like a Caballero style deck.
Mm-hmm.
He does old school tricks. I just so many spots out here off West Timer that are just great for just
I was thinking of making a skate team for the shop, and because it would be funny as fuck. Like a skate team for a smoke shop.
Smoke and vape skate team.
Yeah.
And we have the shirts of smoke and vape, and it's not even the vape VAPE is VAP.
No, mine has E. Mine has the E. Mine has the E.
Nice.
My store is nice, man. I'm OCD as fuck.
I gotta come by and visit sometime whenever.
What did my workspaces look like when we worked together? Clean and organized, because I had to fucking be able to do my job.
I don't remember what workspace.
The deli.
I don't fucking remember the deli, man. Try not to. It's just.
But no, I'm OCD as fuck. Everything's perfectly organized all the time.
That's good.
Drives me crazy. I get to create my own personal hell. We went to Vegas.
What happened with your employee that kind of had that fuck up that you were talking about?
Oh no, he just he thinks he can get away with getting high at work, and
that's unprofessional, man.
Yeah, and he also looks like he's on drugs when he's high. I'm like, bro,
so he's one of those obvious dudes.
Yeah,
he looks stoned,
and you can't do that in our line of business because that means you're a liability. And then
that should have been immediate termination if I were you.
Yeah, I gotta I need an employee. I don't have really the fucking.
That's true.
Time to fucking
interview another. Yeah. Find somebody trustworthy.
Mm-hmm.
You got to find somebody trustworthy.
And he does his job. It just like today we got into a little argument because he got upset that I didn't pick up another brand that he just of e-juice that he just started smoking. I was like, I don't have to consider you in the brand. I also don't have to take any of your input on what you think the customer is going to buy or what the consumer likes. I've been doing this a long time. I've been in the smoke shop game for coming up on 10 years, like in and out of smoke
really?
shops for 10 years. Bro, we've been in smoke shops since the beginning. Like our friends and fucking have worked in smoke shops. We grew up in smoke shops.
Really, like I hung out at the smoke shop for a
like,
long time, but I've never really worked in a smoke shop.
Yeah, but we did the smoke shop. Like that technically counts. Like our friends worked in smoke shops. We would hang out at the smoke shops our friends would work at. Sometimes we would help our friends at the smoke shop because we're just fucking chilling there, and we help them make the sale because we know the product. Like we've known like the smoke industry.
This is true.
Like we've been in the smoke industry, or I've been in the smoke industry for like 10 plus years. So like I know this shit.
So how was your trip to Vegas?
It was great. Like that's why I was telling him, it's like, it's not your job. Like you don't get paid to do that night. Like just fucking come in, show up, fucking see what's here, see what's new, fucking walk the shop, like see where the stuff is, and then sell the product. Like it's not about what you personally use, not what product you personally believe in, what your personal beliefs on what these products are. It's all about the consumer. Yeah, it's about what they think is the best, what they want, or what they believe is the best. Don't fucking tell them that it's not. If they want to buy something, let them buy it. You're like a used car salesman. Fucking sell the shit.
Yeah, get it out of here, man.
Yeah, and then like a while back, he made a big deal about wanting to see invoices on the inventory, and I was like,
why?
Why? You don't need. Cause I want to know what comes in. I was like, you don't need to know.
That sounds kind of like fishy to me.
Yeah, and I was like, you don't need to know. You need to know where the stuff is. I was like, it would help me know what the stuff is. And I was like, no, you need to walk the shop, see where the stuff is, and know where it is and know what it is. That's all you need to know. And he was like, it's just data. I'm like, no, you're overthinking it. Fucking do this. And like he made a big deal, and I had to like yell at him like he was a kid, and it's aggravating sometimes, but he does his,
You're a boss
his
now,
job,
man.
Yeah, and it's irritating that like because I'm forced to interact with people every day for 10 plus hours, and I fucking hate people.
I wouldn't be able to do it.
Well, I guess it gives me good, interesting stories, and then I can practice bits on people.
Yeah. And also, you get like a huge wave of like diversity that goes through that shop. Man.
Yeah, but
like
the diversity goes from like every shitty type of person and then every decent type of person. But more than not, it's every shitty type of person. And then sometimes, because I've been dealing with just shitty people, my manner can come off as rude sometimes because you're making me walk my store over and over and explain 20 products to you when you're only going to spend $5 or a couple dollars on some Rillos, and you're never going to come back in and buy anything expensive. And like I know it, and I have to still be nice, and like it just gets frustrating the longer and longer I have to do this.
You should always whenever they do that, you should also ask them, like, so what kind of Rillos do you want while you're here?
No, because I can't assume. You can't assume anything. Remember?
Sure, you can.
You can't assume. Okay, you can't assume pronouns. You can't assume identities.
No, not like that.
You can't assume what they're going to buy.
Not like that. It's more of why does somebody ever go into a smoke shop? Papers, Rillos, wraps.
Well, we also sell vapes and e-juice.
Yeah, of course. But whenever you think of a smoke shop, most people think of like pipes, bongs, Rillos.
Water pipes, man. Water pipes.
Sorry, water pipes.
Water pipes. You don't say the B word, just like you don't call women bitches.
Excuse me. My etiquette is so wrong.
Has
it been that long since I've done something like this?
Yeah.
I mean,
just don't disrespect my business because we don't sell bongs. We sell water pipes because this is Texas, and I sell products for tobacco uses and tobacco use only.
Do you smell smoking lamps?
What do you mean smoking lamps? Oil burners?
Smoking lamps?
Oil burners.
You know, you forgot your smoking lamp?
Yeah, I sell oil burners.
No, man. Smoking lamps. So tell me about your Vegas trip.
It was really fun because we got to. I went to a trade show.
Yeah.
For
I remember JR went to one of those.
And Champs is one of the biggest trade shows, and when it's in Vegas, it is the biggest trade show.
So like, boss man paid for your the whole trip, or what?
Well, he paid for my ticket, and then I paid for Megan to come with us. So we got our own hotel room and stuff, and we made it like a kind of like a work vacation. My boss is an asshole and paid for a lot of our food and would let me pay for a goddamn thing. And
Why does that make him an asshole?
Because he wouldn't actually let me pay. I would like pull my wallet out to pay for shit, and then like he would sneakily like pay for it quickly without letting me pay for like.
Why is that? Why does that make him an asshole?
It doesn't make him an asshole. It's just I was just like, ugh.
Like let me get the bill this time, man.
Let me pay for my stuff.
Well,
but he wanted to be nice, and like I've been busting my butt and.
Let him treat you, man.
But I was already
Sometimes
spending a lot more of his other money. I spent a lot of money on stuff, like a lot.
You brought back a lot of product.
Well, I didn't personally. It's being mailed to me right now. So
right, but
right now I'm living in my own personal hell that I created myself. So it's a never-ending flood of inventory that I have to do on top of selling the product within the store. So I did it to myself. It's because normally I will plan out and I can bust it all out in a day. But as I bust the inventory out, it's coming in. And just boxes go in and out, in and out, in and out. And it's just...
Do you have any like legal experiences? Because I think in Nevada it's recreational.
Yeah, I went into this. It was really weird because we got an Uber and we were gonna go to this one dispensary, and then he suggested another dispensary, and I think he only suggested it because sometimes, depending on what driver you are, you can get kickbacks from the dispensaries from bringing tourists to that particular dispensary. So we went to a kind of more upscale version. It was this place called Oasis, and it was like
in Ready Player One.
Yeah, it was more brand oriented.
Yeah,
and like everything was behind glass. You couldn't touch anything. You can like physically like
smell or look.
No,
or anything
like everything
that.
was there, and there's no public consumption of any marijuana products.
Yeah, it has to be behind closed doors.
No, it has to be in your personal home, your personal like space.
Oh, you
like,
can't even do it in the hotel.
Yeah, no, like as a resident, you can do it legally in your home, but as a tourist, you can't. So I fucking flew to Vegas with a rig. I brought a water pipe on the plane. It was in my carry-on, and I was ready to go. So we get to Vegas, and
you fucking brought that with you?
Yeah, it's allowed. I looked it up. It's allowed. It was clean. It was fresh. There wasn't used.
And they take it out? And like, I was like, what the fuck is this?
No, like, and also it's Champs Trade Show. Like, fucking dudes are traveling back and forth with water pipes. Like, there's dudes at...
Or was it during the government shutdown?
No, it was during the airport. I flew back with like, fucking a quarter of hemp flower. Like CBD hemp flower. It looks and smells just like weed. It was in my fucking bag that went underneath the plane. I had to
try that actually.
I carried on my water pipe. Like I saw pictures of dudes carrying on $30,000 water pipes and like taking pictures of it in the fucking the window. Like that was on the internet. Like that Champs is the biggest shit. So like everybody's going back and forth with stuff. So it doesn't matter as long as it's not dirty and you don't get popped for fucking like a drug dog. And I thought I was gonna get popped for a drug dog on my way to Vegas. And I was like, what the fuck is this dog following me for? Like I was going through the line and the dog was following me. I was like, fuck, I ain't got nothing on me. Like what the fuck am I gonna get popped for? And then like the lady just like kind of took the dog away. And I was like, cool, I don't have to deal with this shit right now.
Probably your looks. So let's follow this guy.
Yeah, but in the Vegas one, they fucking gave me a 3D scan.
Yeah.
I was like, damn.
They didn't do that
my
here?
poor testicles. No.
What's that, dude? I know they did that to me in Florida. They did a 3D scan in Florida.
But yeah, back to the dispensary. It was fucking weird. So like you walk in and there's this fucking like this cute little white girl just standing there with a fucking little tablet. And there's a wall of just like glass cases with some product in it. And you just kind of walk back and forth and kind of choose your product. So we got some pre-rolled joints because I'm not going to smoke flower in the fucking the hotel room. I was staying at the Venetian, fucking expensive ass fucking hotel. It's nice as fuck. They had a fucking mall within the hotel.
Goddamn.
And a casino and restaurants. And there was a restaurant nightclub within our hotel that we also went to. Like fucking cool as shit. And so we go in, we pick our shit, get our pre-rolls, and then I'm looking at the wax because like it's easy to smoke wax or like any type of concentrate inside the hotel room because it doesn't smell. And I brought the rig for that specific reason. We just have to get some wax and a torch. So we buy, I get some CO2 wax and then I get some crumble. And honestly, I wasn't as fucking happy with it as the shit I get in Houston. I get better prices in Houston and better products.
It's government like maintained. It sets a certain percentages for you not to be able to get that stoned.
No, I got the same type of percentages. Like I got some CO2 oil, and that was at 72% THC.
Damn.
Yeah. Like shit at home right now, I got some Durban Poison wax that's 74.2% THC, and then I've got and it's also like 3% THCA, and I got some shatter.
THCA?
Yeah, THCA is the already activated THC. So once you add heat to it and it decarboxylates, it turns into THCA, which is easily ingestible for your body. So like when you're smoking flower, the fire itself instantly decarbs it and turns it into THCA. That's why when you make edibles, you have to decarboxylate around 240.
Ah, okay.
And it's in a weird temperature range. Like it just depends.
Yeah.
But yeah, the THCA is that already activated THC, and it's all a bunch of science. I need to go to school and learn some more about this before
cannabis schools, you know.
Well, I need to have the time to leave Texas to go do that shit, and then learn about concentrates and extraction processes. But
maybe one day, man. One day here.
Yeah, it's gonna happen. Texas is gonna be the fucking biggest money state for cannabis.
We love our weed, man.
Yeah.
Like, we love our fucking weed.
We're fucking farmers. Yeah. We'll be the best state to actually take over industrialized style farming for cannabis because our farmers aren't dumb, and if we regulate it right, we can have a proper industrial cannabis sector from Texas that can supply the rest of the country. Because what the fuck else does Texas do? We supply a lot of shit to the rest of the fucking country. So, like, it'd be perfect. We also have
good climates.
Yeah, we have good climates.
Great climates for outdoor.
Oddly enough, our climate, we're within
it's going
by
to
2040.
shit.
By 2040, our climate is going to be in Canada. Potentially,
it's going to flip
with climate change.
Yeah. Aren't the polars flipping?
No, they're not going to flip. It's just with the constant warming of the planet, our currents are going to change, and it's going to change our temperate climate.
So we could be.
We're going to be cold. We're going to be cold. Canada's going to be like Texas.
Damn. Well, prepare yourself for some very bipolar weather, Canada.
But that's according to a specific climate specialist who believes that if we don't put in a conscious, like the type of effort that we had during World War II into climate change, that then the Earth is going to flood.
That has to do a lot with the administration that's in the White House right now. So that's
it's also fucking not just the administration. It's just people's actual perception on how they live their lifestyles and what's important to our society as we evolve into the next steps, into the next like being able to think past just now. We need to think more generationally. Like that's why fucking Elon Musk is fucking thinking
that dude
way in the future.
Awesome.
Like fucking thinking way into the future. Like his Neuralink company is supposed to drop in an announcement sometime soon.
Really?
And I'm really looking forward to the Neuralink. And then Joe Rogan, he had this crazy dude who looks like, do you remember Independence Day, the fucking doctor who gets fucking the tentacle wrapped around him?
Yeah.
And they use the neural path shit. You remember that guy? So imagine a guy that looks just like that, but with black hair and a fucking crazy hat.
Looks a little younger.
And
stubs and shit.
But super smart. This dude is going to bring about fucking AI within 10 to 15 years. Like true AI. And it's fucking scary. But I hope that with this Neuralink company from Elon, it's gonna help change the bandwidth problem, because that's what we have. We have a bandwidth problem. We can't connect with our technology good enough. So once we can, we'll be able to think better and fucking think past our fucking ego and just keep going.
No, that's a
But
problem
then
for a lot of people.
you might have some issues because, you know, you don't have the best operating system. So if you're connecting at a AI conscious level with a fucked up operating system.
Hey man, my operating system is just expired. All right, I just got to do a clean install.
Don't put that out into the world.
Doesn't matter. You know how many people do that?
This is supposed to be professional. You're supposed to be a professional.
Hey man, what was the
Professional.
the line on our cards?
Professionals doing their best.
I did not. That just makes me think of disaster artists.
I did not.
like that's bullshit. I did not hit her. I did not. Oh, hi, Mark.
Hey, at least we know we can make a better movie than that.
God, like scene in the alleyway. Okay, we'll do
Okay.
We'll do it in front of the green screen. But there's an alley right here.
Anybody
This is Hollywood. We do it in front of green screen.
If anybody who listens to this is ever thinking about, like, I want to do a podcast, I want to make a movie, I want to write a book, I want to do something, just know whatever you do will always be better than Disaster Artists.
Well, the movie's called The Room.
Or with The Room. It'll be better than The Room, whatever.
Forgot what that guy's the actor's name is.
But whatever you do will always be better than that.
Than The Room, which is
So
the
then why not
worst
try?
best movie
Then why not try?
ever.
Then why not
The
try?
worst best movie ever, which I want to watch.
The worst best movie is still Dude, Where's My Car? That's still the worst best movie.
It doesn't have a cult following like The Room, though.
I don't know why.
Like,
It
'cause
should.
It was stupid. It was too early for stupid comedy, like how the stupid comedy they have now.
Bro,
It was too early for stupid comedy.
they could have totally merchandised giant fucking panties.
I mean, the movie was funny.
And wasn't the chick is fucking Justine. The chick in fucking Dude, Where's My Car is Justine.
Justine, who's Justine?
Jay and Silent Bob, motherfucker.
Shannon Elizabeth was in Dude, Where's My Car?
Yeah.
You mean Justice?
Justice.
Justine.
Justice.
Gotta remember the scene where he screams Justice and the chorus plays in the background.
Justice.
Let's see.
We need a Jamie.
Yeah, I know.
If you want to intern and be a Jamie, hit Veedo the Gray up at Knights of Hyperion
Please don't.
at gmail.com.
I really don't want you to.
Or is it Knights of Hyperion podcast at
It's
gmail.com?
KoH Podcast it's KoH Podcast at gmail.com.
Yeah, I haven't plugged
That's my
anything in a
email.
long
That's
time.
the email for us.
I forgot the plugs. I'm sorry.
Our website is no longer active. We haven't paid for it, so we don't have a website. If you want to find our website, it's kohpodcast.wordpress.com.
Can people leave comments on this? Because they need to tell you that YouTube's is important and they want to see you. They want to see us. They want to see everything happening, man.
I don't know.
YouTube is where it's at. Who are you looking up?
I'm trying to see who's in this movie. You said Shannon Elizabeth is in this movie. I want to see if she's actually in this movie.
Which movie did I say?
Dude, Where's My Car?
Yeah. Okay. What are you on? IMDb or?
Yeah.
You just scrolling through? Dude, Where's My Car?
Yeah, man. I'm scrolling through the actors.
Oh, is it
She's
in-
not on there.
Who's the main chick?
Like Shannon Elizabeth is American Pie. She was never. Dude,
Oh
Where's My Car.
yeah.
That's Justice.
Yeah, Shannon Elizabeth is the girl that a lot of men have masturbated to,
Yes.
and
you're
she has given them their first
Jennifer-
boner.
You mean their girlfriends?
Hmm?
Their girlfriends
Who's girlfriends?
from Dude, Where's My Car?
Mm-hmm.
Jennifer is Wanda and Wilma. So
Who? Click it. I can't see her face.
Jennifer Garner
Nuh-uh.
and Marla Sokolov,
What? Jennifer Garner?
which she hasn't really done much. I think she's in 60 Things. But Jennifer Garner was the one of the girlfriends in Dude, Where's My Car?
Damn.
Yeah, a Jamie would be nice to have, but I don't want a Jamie in my house. Like,
You have to pay for his like
I
living
know.
and everything.
Yeah, like no, man. Do it
I wonder
myself.
how much Jamie costs. Like how much a Jamie costs.
But you got to also think about it. It's done in his studio at home.
That's not a studio. Joe has a compound.
Oh, is it?
He has a full.
See, this is what I would like to do is have.
He has a full compound with a VR archery game set up. He's got a full
He's also
gym.
rich. He's also a famous comedian.
He did. Hey man, he had to do.
He busted
Fear
his
Factor.
ass.
He did Fear Factor.
He busted his ass to get what he had to do.
He
to
did
get what
Fear
he has.
Factor. Some dumbass dude tried to fight him. Like
Really?
yeah, some guy tried to fight Joe Rogan on Fear Factor. Yeah.
Didn't he come back as the host for like a special or something like that?
I think they tried.
2017.
I think they tried to reboot it, but no, the 2017 host was Ludacris.
Oh my god, that's right. I forgot about that. Luda.
But yeah, he's
Welcome
got
to
that
Fear
fuck you
Factor.
money.
I'm Luda.
And then All Things Comedy, they have their own little compound thing going on now too. Like Bill Burr, he's
I wish we had like WeWork here in Texas and Houston.
who?
WeWork.
What's WeWork?
You don't know what WeWork is, man?
No.
You don't listen to enough Smodcasts to know what WeWork is?
No, I haven't been listening to anything from Kevin in a while. I've only been focused on Reboot.
That's what I listen to is when I listen to a podcast is Kevin. That's what I listen to. WeWork.
I've been listening to a lot of Crystalia, congratulations. Whiskey Ginger
There's
with
a
Andrew
WeWork in
Santino.
Houston.
There is a WeWork in Houston?
WeWork is an American company that provides shared workspaces for technology startup subculture communities and services for entrepreneurs, freelancers, startups, small businesses, and large enterprises. Founded in 2010, its headquarters is in New York City.
So it's a place with computers and stuff?
Yeah, we can just make a studio out of WeWork, out of a WeWork office.
But how much does a WeWork office cost?
I don't know. There's two WeWork locations. So the one closer to me is this place.
That looks fancy.
I know.
In the Galleria?
Yeah, man.
That's some fancy shit. $500 a month. $275 a month. Oh, that's a desk. You get some desks. Access to open work space in common area. Bring your laptop. Pick a spot. Get to work for $275 a month. Dedicated desks.
$390, you get a dedicated desk, includes a chair, trash can, and filing cabinet. May vary by country.
The trash can is going to vary. And then private offices is
$500 a month. Anybody want to sponsor us and give us a private office to where we can have it as our own studio?
That's a little like
it'd be the Hyperion office, like that, where we create the Hyperion universe.
Click some more. What all does a private office give you? Do you get to lock the office up, or do you have to bring? Whoa, one seat. Whoa, they charge more per seat. Larger teams.
Well, it's because of like how many people you're going to have on your team. It's supposed to be like a workspace, like an office space where you can work. And that's where WeWork is, where Kevin has his Smodco, not Smodco, the View Askew office is at WeWork. I mean, he still records Smodcasts in his office at home, but like WeWork is where the View Askew office is.
Furnished with
Anna
desks,
Faris has her studio at WeWork.
Includes 12 credits to book conference rooms, mail and package handling.
Like Anna Faris has her podcast studio at WeWork.
You know, you can rent out a cheap apartment for that amount of money.
Yeah, I know.
Then you can just house your guests.
Man, that would need a lot of money for that. I was thinking, is I know where some actual studios are, like recording, like practice studios are, where we can.
Yeah, like you know what hip hop rapper studios do? They just find a random office and or apartment and set up shop, and then that's where all your hip hop albums get made.
Yeah, because if we
unless you're on a major label, then
right.
You go to an actual studio.
Like,
but sometimes you also still go to just like some dude's house.
I toured a school here recently called MediaTek, and it's a audio like recording video school. It's all just focused on that. So there's like game development, video audio production,
Is it Expanse?
and engineering, like audio engineering courses.
Expensive?
It's pretty expensive for a semester there. But I took a tour.
Do you end up with the certifications in the program, like the actual?
Yeah, you get Pro Tools certified.
Oh, but who uses Pro Tools anymore?
The industry.
Who?
The industry.
Who?
The industry, the recording industry, the music industry, the video industry.
When?
They all use Pro Tools.
When?
They've been using it.
Nah. The producers don't.
You
The
don't
guys who
think
make the beats, don't use Pro Tools no more.
They use GarageBand.
No. No, they're using Fruity
That's what I
Loops,
use.
Logic, and
God, I don't like Fruity Loops.
Ableton, and like some dudes will make.
Well,
might
they
use Cubase.
a lot of, according to the school, a lot of like companies, that's what they use is Pro Tools.
Well, because Pro Tools is good for like audio recording, and but like if you're in the music industry, not so much. Well, like if you're in a major studio, because Pro Tools can hook up to like a huge mixing board.
Yeah,
but so can a lot of other stuff. And like honestly, I probably think Fruity Loops or Ableton will give you more options on stuff because you can plug in VSTs straight into your laptop. I don't need a fucking $20,000 mixing board to do something that will cost me $5 for a plugin.
This is true. But anyways, like I went and toured the school, and it was like kind of like overwhelming because like I've never stepped foot in an actual like recording studio or
They're weird.
inside of an actual like recording booth or anything like that. I was like,
they're weird.
I was like I was in a candy store, man. It was awesome.
They're weird. It's just like, damn, this is a lot of money.
Some people like asked me like, I was there, walked in on a class with a guy, and you know he was telling me that we were taking a tour, and he asked me like why I want to go there and what I do if I have any experience in audio shit, and I was like, yeah, I mean I've got a shitty little podcast or whatever, and like I made my own intro songs for it and stuff. And then the guy was like, one of the guys that was sitting there was like, oh, for real? Like, what? You give me your card. Like, I want to know. Like, I want to listen to it. Like, so I was like, I don't have any cards on me. I'm sorry. So,
I still have one card. It's in my wallet.
I can give you more if you want. They're all out of date. I need new cards. But it was weird because everybody at that school like pretty much networks with each other and help each other create things. And we were actually watching a like this girl like start doing her like she started rapping or something like that inside the recording studio, which pretty much saw it happen. And it was pretty cool. And I was like, man, this would be pretty badass to go to school here, but it's fucking expensive.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking expensive. And you know what? It's like right down the street from my house. It's like 15 minutes that way.
The funniest thing is that there's so many people who want to be artists, but it's so expensive to get official accreditation for something that you might not ever make any type of money in.
Yep.
It's amazing.
Yep. And so I decided on community college and go for multimedia communications.
Yeah.
So I can possibly get a job for it. But this mainly just for this, large gain knowledge and certifications for, I guess, money, but more for this really because
if you had certifications, like so many people want to fucking start podcasts, you can set up a traveling setup and do some shit for some people.
Exactly. I gotta be the producer for them. But this is me. This is what I've been thinking of future wise for what we can do for Knights of Hyperion, because Knights of Hyperion as its show itself, it's no longer a group of people, is no longer the Knights of Hyperion. That's why I opened up with the new Knights of Hyperion. And your name idea has been bouncing back and forth in my head, and it's like I think I'm gonna change it from Knights of Hyperion to what you gave me the other night, which we won't say on here.
What I told you last night, or your personal show?
Yes.
Yeah, that one. That's a good name, and just use the conglomerate name.
And because Knights of Hyperion is essentially going to be a production group for people who want to do podcasts and need a platform to put it out on. And let me. That's what a lot of podsters have been doing. Let me put your stuff out there for you, and let me show you how easy it is to actually get on iTunes, get on Spotify, get on Google Play. Like let us show you. Let us do this. Teach you how to do it, and let us.
You
put
basically
out
gonna
there,
be a
man.
podcast label, man.
That's what I'm trying to get. That's what I'm trying to get at. Is
You're gonna be P Diddy of the podcast realm.
like is it would be Hyperion Productions, or KoH Productions, Knights of Hyperion to Hyperion Production, the realm of the Hyperions, where you have different fucking bases of shows, different genres of shows, and you could even have weird what ifs if we wanted to have a what if. So it would open up the door for a lot of people to want to be able to create their own thing, because you and I started on a fucking iPad mini on SoundCloud in your living room of your old apartment. That's how playing licensed music for like 10 seconds so we wouldn't get in trouble.
Yeah.
Sometimes we'd forget to stop it.
Yeah.
Like this, that's how this started. And that's how I guess that's what I'm trying to show, is tell everybody, is that like, it's just do it. And if you want some help, reach out to us. We're on Twitter at KoH Podcast. So like,
we just gotta be careful and not use hate speech so we don't get banned.
yeah, excuse me. Not new. I guess I'm new to all this because I'm not used
Just
to
don't use the
doing this
R word.
anymore.
Just don't use the R word.
Yeah, the R word, right?
And use the right pronouns.
It sucks at how much you have to censor yourself. You can't just be open about what you say.
Twitter's more powerful than the government, man.
Yeah, I still use Twitter as I want to.
Until they ban you. For life.
Let them ban me. I've seen worse shit. And I've seen some worse shit on Twitter. They don't ban that.
Yeah.
I mean, you could sell yourself on Twitter and sell your Snapchat on Twitter.
I'll send you the link to that interview, because like this dude Tim Pool
Mm-hmm.
literally owns Jack Dorsey's the CEO of Twitter, and then the main person who runs the department who takes on when you report somebody, that's the department it goes to, the report department. She runs that department. So this guy Tim Pool literally owns them within like 20 to 30 minutes of almost a 4.5 hour podcast.
God damn.
Like, he just keeps going in and going in and going in to the point to where like this woman Vija, like, she says, thank you for your input. Like, just like, okay, stop, please. Like, I'm like, she's like borderline about to shut down and just like,
did I tell you how my work came after me because of Twitter?
What?
Yeah.
What'd you do on Twitter?
I said some things that I shouldn't have.
About your job?
About my manager.
Oh.
Yeah. It was pretty funny because I didn't go in and I wasn't really feeling that well.
Mm-hmm.
And so I didn't go in, and we were supposed to get new gas cards. This was for his position that I was doing, where I stopped doing this position because I just was kind of miserable doing it. But it was easy as fuck. I was getting paid $16 an hour to drive around town verifying addresses and looking up people's houses in a rental car that the company paid for.
Oh, that's what's up.
But I stopped doing that because I was miserable doing it.
Because you're driving around all day.
Yeah, I hated it.
Driving around sucks.
And anyways, so we were supposed to get new gas cards and shit, and so I was just kind of really aggravated and annoyed that he wanted to come here and give me my gas card. And so I was just like, went to Twitter and vented some bullshit. I was like, is this really how Redacted handles, like Redacted's managers handle it? And so like about an hour later, I get a phone call and a voicemail. I was like, hey, this is so-and-so from Redacted. Let me, you have to talk to you about an escalation that is from corporate, and I need you to come back as soon as you can. So I'm like, oh, what? Does
he like follow you on Twitter? Or,
no.
Like, who follows you on Twitter that knows about you on Twitter?
Huh? Nobody. That's the thing. Nobody from work. I'm getting to that. So he calls me, and he tells me what it was. It's like, yeah, there's something that they saw on Twitter about what you said, and so corporate contacted me and escalated us to the next step, and we need to figure out what is going on. Like, what happened? I need you to explain exactly what is going on. And I was like, whoops. And I was like, I didn't really mean it for him to get in trouble. It's just I was frustrated that the fact that he wanted to come here, and there's nothing more than just that. And I told him to meet me at the grocery store down the street. You know, like there's one right around the corner for me. So let's just meet me there, and I'll pick up the fucking gas card for me to make me get out of fucking bed and actually come meet you and go to the fucking public world. Fuck you. You know, I was frustrated. I didn't want to go anywhere. But I had to explain myself. I was like, dude, like I didn't. My language is very colorful. Like I cuss a lot, and so you need to like understand that. Like I really don't give a shit if they're gonna look for that. I understand what I did. I shouldn't have done that, but at the same time, I don't give a fuck because I was frustrated and I needed to let that out.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes, all right. I was like, I understand that. So we exchanged information, sent him the screenshots of the emails and everything or whatever. And he's like, I'm gonna talk to you as a regular person, not HR. You need to be careful on what you say because there's people that work for the company that get paid to keyword search redacted, and that's how they find you, and that's how they're out there to stop people from giving them a bad name, to see what these people are doing and why they're using the company name, and you shouldn't be doing that. And
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, okay, so I'm talking to you like a regular person. He's like, yeah. I said, yeah, I really don't give a shit. Like if I'm gonna be frustrated and pissed off and I need a way to let it out, I'm gonna let it out. And I'm gonna use the language that I use just because that's who I am as a human being. That's my character, and that's me. Whether you guys like it or not. Now, if this leads to my termination, so be it. I'm kind of ready. So fuck it. And he's like, I understand. Just you got to watch out though. Why you got to watch how you talk. I was like, sure, yeah. Thanks for telling me, and hung up.
Yeah.
So
you can't talk about your company name.
It's so fucking just stupid. It's a serious matter, but that's how what you can say on the internet can get you in trouble. What you do on the internet gets you in trouble. But at the same time, it's like it's sad that we've come
to
down to
remain
that,
anonymous, man.
Yeah, whatever. Doing this and putting myself on the internet doesn't really like
help
keep me anonymous.
No.
Like it just, and then we want to start doing YouTube videos, just kind of just like ugh. And now you have like my face is already on the internet with my streams. So
well, you gotta do your YouTube shit because like right now, plug.
What am I plugging?
Who's your sponsor?
lootcomplex.com, where you can find anime streetwear of etchy material stickers for your car.
That's not how you do a plug, bro.
Let me fucking finish.
That's not how you do a plug.
I'm not gonna plug it in the middle of the episode. I insert plugs. I have pre-recorded plugs.
No. This is like within the episode. You just
all right. Let me start over. Let me start over.
This episode is brought to you by Loot Complex.
Yeah, that's why I have
the best and only place where you get your anime streetwear. It's probably not the only place, but it's gonna be the best place.
Yeah, but I mean, I have pre-recorded plugs that I insert in between and halfway points of the episodes. If we got like an hour and a half episode, it's going to be one right in the middle of the halfway point and one at the end.
Well,
one at the beginning and one at the middle.
We did a plug organically.
If we're really going to do a plug, go to lootcomplex.com, use our promo code KoH Podcast in all caps. That's KoH Podcast to get 6% off your discount on some sexy ass anime streetwear that you can only get at lootcomplex.com. You like bumper stickers for your fucking cars?
They got sexy anime girls?
Oh yeah. Ooh. And they're all original designs by the creators of the company.
Do they have sad anime boys?
No.
What? Damn. Oh, it's okay. We got.
I mean, it's like.
It's all about that sad boy club.
I want to be a part of the sad boy club.
What do you mean, sad boy?
You
make sad boy music and you.
I'm already a sad boy.
You're not technically sad. It's just it's the style. It's the sad style.
Like lo-fi hip hop.
Yeah. If you're a sad boy, like you're Joji.
That's our sponsor.
Loot Complex.
Promo code KoH Podcast. Save 6% off your order and every order. And they also have a Patreon. If you want to, help them with their Patreon, you go to. Let me look it up really quick.
Is it LEWD?
Yeah, LEWDCOMPLEX.
And you must be 18 to view this content.
Patreon. So you would go to patreon.com/lootcomplex, sub to them. You get monthly rewards, monthly physical rewards, monthly digital rewards, all drawn by the creator of Loot Complex. He's a super awesome fucking guy, dude. He's awesome. And we're proud to be part of the Loot Complex family with the affiliation and the sponsorship, and we want to share that with you. So go to lootcomplex.com, use promo code KoH Podcast. at checkout. Now on to the show.
Dope. I hope I get a shirt now.
I'm working on it. I'm working on it as in I'm waiting for him to. He's a busy man, so I'm waiting for him to reply. And be like, "Hey man, it's been a minute." Like
I want to wear some sexy anime girls on my chest
I've got,
so that people know what I'm about.
Have you seen our Instagram where it's me and talking into the microphone and I'm wearing the Lewd Complex shirt with the red pocket and it's got the succubus, the naked succubus in the red pocket.
That's why you need to be on the YouTube so that you can wear your Lewd Complex clothes.
Like I'm trying to get. I'm gonna see if I can. If it's too expensive, then I'm just gonna purchase it because.
Because like why do skateboarders get sponsored?
To wear their product on the road.
Yeah, and also in videos.
So this shirt that I want to get is a BDSM shirt, and it's like this tiggle bitty anime chick all tied up, bandana and drool going all over her, and it's got like it's awesome. It's fucking awesome. It's a long sleeve that's what I'm trying to get next. Our first shirt was the Peking Succubus, where it was a naked succubus behind a red pocket. I'll show you. I got it.
I think I've seen it.
Yeah, that was a pretty cool shirt too. But yeah, man, he's got some really cool shit. He's coming out with a lot of new material here within the next couple of months. But they've been working on the Patreon a lot, so they've been putting out a lot of like physical rewards for the Patreon exclusive T-shirts.
Patreon is such an interesting thing because like now girls run Patreon, like they run game on Patreon.
I know, it's crazy like how much money like these,
and they're not porn stars.
A lot of them aren't.
They're just models.
A lot of them aren't
models, but you get naked photos. You get naked photos if you pay a little extra. You get naked personalized Snapchats. You get videos. That's the
thing that like. Can't like that. That's like crazy for me.
I want to do that.
You can.
I want to sell dick pics.
You could do that. You could.
I want to set up a Patreon. I want to set up a Patreon. You would have to have the
confidence of the gods to put your dick on the internet and sell it.
But who would pay for my dick pics every month?
Weirdos.
So are men who pay for those weirdos? Like those cosplay chicks, like
no, fucking okay, these cosplay models,
not weirdos. These cosplay models, and there's also a lot of porn stars transitioning into cosplay models, so they don't have to do porn anymore. That's fucking weird. Like you're like, oh, I can dress up like a sexy fucking little anime bitch, and these nerdy dudes are just gonna love me to death, and then fucking pay for photos every month.
The way. That's a socially acceptable thing on the internet.
Like I go to these bitches.
It's crazy, dude. Like,
I'm sorry, especially not bitches. I go to these women's their Patreons to see what they offer, just like their packages.
Out of
curiosity, I'm like, you're just a porn star.
You're just selling yourself as porn. Like
you're a porn star. You're a super sophisticated stripper, and I applaud you for your intelligence in how to work this game
and how to have men pay you for that, and women.
Yeah, and like some of these women will take Bitcoin.
It's crazy, dude. Like how buying Snapchat is a thing. Like you buy somebody's Snapchat, and just so you can get like pictures of them naked or doing like sexually explicit things on there, and
it's amazing.
It's so weird. That's a thing.
Well, I guess that's why slanging. I guess that's why slanging pussy is one of the oldest professions.
Yeah, and they're slanging their own pussy.
Yeah, like
in the most professional manner, of course.
And still, in this day and age, day and age, it's interesting that men still will pay for
it's sex work, and so you should support the sex workers.
Men still will pay for titties. It's amazing.
Internet sex work is a profession, and people pay for it, and a lot of people believe that you should support. And that's the way how you do everything. Like you would pay an artist you would support an artist drawing pictures for you.
I only support if it goes both ways.
What do you mean?
I want offers. I want to get paid to throw my pictures around.
What are you going to do? How is it going to work both ways? What are they?
The both ways
is you getting the money.
Do you want to help me with some male sexy cosplay?
Not really.
To try to throw it on Patreon. Like it'll be a funny joke, and then we'll also it's a test. It's a test.
Not really.
What character can I do?
Is that the test?
What anime sad boy can I play? And then we got to make it sexy.
What's with you and the sad boy shit?
Because all good male characters in good animes are sad boys. All of them.
Okay, give me an example.
The lead character in Be the Beginning, Sad Boy.
He is very depressed.
I would pull up my app. But
He's very
I don't
depressed,
want
but
the ding.
he's depressed because he's lost somebody. He lost his
Okay, the main character in Date Alive.
Never seen it.
You've never seen Date Alive? You would love it. You would love Date Alive.
Cool.
Black Clover.
Asta's not a sad boy though.
He comes from sad boy beginnings. He's a fucking orphan in a
but he's not a sad boy. Look at him now.
Raised on potatoes.
Have you seen? How far did you go? How far are you in Black Clover? The anime.
Right now they're about to do the new
Royal Knights.
The Royal Knights.
Okay.
It's the Royal Knights.
Okay, so then you've seen his dual sword, new
his demon.
Yeah,
shit, yeah. Sad boy.
That is sad boy, man. He thrives to do better than everybody else. That's not sad boy shit. That's
Bro.
Motivated, self motivation.
So I got my chick onto My Hero, and she binged through that shit.
It's a good show.
But all throughout, I was like, Deku's no Asta,
man.
Deku's no Asta, and she was like, "What do you mean?
You don't even know what Deku is capable of, dude.
Deku's no Asta. Asta, his power is never giving up, and he's so.
I'm talking like content wise for My Hero. Since you don't know what's going on after, what's happening next, the next arc that's about to happen is awesome. And then whenever you get to see Deku make the power his own,
I just wasn't super pleased with the movie.
I loved it. It was good.
I wasn't super. It was the whole movie was just bro, Deku, you're a fucking copy of All Might. Come on.
That's why you learn. That's why in the next arc you get to see how he makes the power his own.
That's why I said if the next arc isn't that good,
just
then
read it.
Black Clover is just gonna surpass fucking My Hero, and I'm okay with that.
It's shonen.
I like Asta better than Deku. I like Asta better than Deku.
Black Clover in the manga, Noelle becomes a huge badass.
Really, I'm so excited for Noelle. Noelle is the shit.
Essentially, she's her mother, and as I don't know if they showed it.
Yeah, they showed a little bit about her mom because
her ability.
The last episode because she was wasn't she the captain of the fire squad? What's the name of this?
That's not her mom.
No,
that's Fuego Leon.
Yeah, but she before Noelle's mom, she was pregnant. Do you not? There was that whole scene where fucking because they were a part of the same squad.
Because she was one of the strongest. Was she part of the?
Yeah, she was a part of that squad.
I thought she was part of the Silver.
No,
Eagles or whatever.
No, that was her father.
She was. And then she stopped because she became pregnant with Noelle. Right. So later on, what happens is pretty crazy. You just need to stop watching and start reading because it's almost page by page. Whenever you're watching it at this point,
by the time I get to watch something, I'm a little
pick up where the anime is in the manga.
But by the time I have the time to sit down to do something like that, I'm too tired to fucking read.
I do it at the shop whenever you have if you have any downtime, just pick it up and read for a little bit.
That's right. I've been using the shop to burn through some because we got a friend who set up this thing called Plex for me.
I've heard of it, and
I've got access to all kinds of things. And I've been watching a lot of the Showtime shows.
There's one
Barry is so fucking funny.
There's one that my friend is watching right now that looks really good by it's called Now Apocalypse.
Yeah, it's on Hulu.
Greg Araki or something like that.
It's on Hulu, and it's
on Hulu.
I think
it's a Showtime. No, it stars a Showtime
Now Apocalypse.
Yeah, it's a TV series.
Jamie, pull that shit up. Are you actually gonna do it? Having the computer screen to double check shit is always awesome. Apocalypse.
It's on Star.
It's on Stars.
It's called Now Apocalypse.
Now Apocalypse.
Yeah.
What's it about?
It's only got 3 stars on my IMDb. Wow. While on quest to pursue love, sex, and fame with his friends in LA, Ulysses.
Oh, I've been seeing ads for this.
Make him question the possible presence of a dark and monstrous conspiracy.
It made me like the I saw some ads for it, and it just kind of seems like a deeper version of like Clueless.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a campy, deep version of Clueless. I don't know, but Barry's got God, what's his name? He's an SNL member. But he plays a hitman who goes through like an existential crisis and then decides he wants to be
That's
an actor.
Bill Hader, and that's on
Bill
HBO.
Hader. That's HBO?
Yeah, it's
I
HBO.
thought it was a Showtime.
No, it's HBO.
Yeah, Barry is good. They're about to come out with the second season.
Yeah, it's an HBO show. Then
What's his face from IT Crowd, the Irish guy?
Mhm.
He's got his own new show, and it's same type of principle. He's a hitman, like a soldier type dude in a cartel in Nevada, and he decides to make a movie, and then becomes a movie producer, and
That's
then they
funny.
use making movies to hide cash flow and launder money.
Huh.
Really interesting, really funny, because it also involves like family shit, and then like just up and down. His best friend is a Mormon, so he's a Mormon hitman who's religious, doesn't do drugs, doesn't have sex, doesn't drink coffee, nothing, but he still kills people.
That's weird.
Yeah, it's so funny.
And what's that show called?
That is fuck. I might have to go to IT Crowd.
You know, Judd Apatow has a show on HBO too, called Crashing.
Don't even get me started on Judd Apatow.
Why?
Because he got the best picture of his fucking wife the other day. Like yesterday, he got the best fucking. It's called his show is called Get Shorty. Chris O'Dowd.
What's up with the picture of his wife? What about it?
They're in Rome. They're in a fucking chapel, and he gets the best picture of all time because light literally breaks perfectly for her. Like I was like, bro, I was so jealous that he had the ability to catch a picture of the woman he loves the most in the world, like the person, like his person, like, and his caption is, "This happens to Leslie everywhere we go," and you're in Rome, you're in a chapel, light just breaks on your wife perfectly, and you just capture the moment, and she's just like looking beautiful and just smiling, and you're just like, yep, that's my wife.
What phone is this?
That's the Q7. I think it's an LG Q7.
Huh.
But yeah, it's like, bro.
It's neat looking.
But Judd Apatow, he has a new movie coming out soon with it's got Pete Davidson in it, who's actually killing the game now. Like that whole Ariana Grande thing, fucking made his career. You didn't know about that?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Do you know who Pete Davidson is?
No.
Do you
Not
don't
by
keep
name.
you don't keep up on any like SNL stuff?
No, I know. Oh no, God no.
What? You need to.
I just
SNL's so
don't.
funny.
I just don't
like,
watch SNL. I don't
you
know
need
why.
to. You need to enjoy.
Unless it's like old SNL.
No. Baldwin's been killing it because he's got the best Trump impression. So like, we need to enjoy all the Trump and like president shit while we can, because it's not going to last for very much longer.
It's because he's a fucking moron.
I don't know. Hopefully, some of these new candidates, they're going to fucking run on the platform of legalization for federally. Like, hey, like,
hopefully,
if you really want to build this wall,
yeah,
legalize marijuana. That'll pay for it.
Did you
also have extra money to pay for education?
Ever watch Paddleton?
Paddleton? No, I didn't.
You need to check that out.
Is that that's the Ray Romano one?
Yeah.
Did you see his new stand-up special? It was so good. Like, it was really good. And I liked how he split it up. He did a Chappelle kind of thing.
Yeah, did it at one location and the second half at another location.
Chappelle had
2 nights.
2 different nights.
But Romano did it same night.
Yeah, and then he changed up the special a little bit, and it was very personal. It was really good. That's one thing Netflix is doing. They're pumping out a lot of good specials from people that we haven't seen specials
There's
from.
another one I watched called Daniel Sloss. Daniel
Sloss, he's fucking Irish, British, and like, did you watch the one where he was talking about his dead sister? or
I think so. Yeah, it's the one. It's the one special where he breaks down like his definition of love and how he ends up always ruining his friends' relationships because of how he views love.
did you watch the one where he talks about how people get offended and why they get offended?
I'm not sure. I might have.
That one was really good. But yeah, Down Sauce is really funny. Neil Brennan's coming up again. Like he had his 3 mic special. He's got another special that just came out. Like, and he's just fucking killing it. Comedy's just killing it right now. Like that's what me and like my chick do. We just fucking watch comedy specials, podcasts, and anime. That's it. So like she got us tickets to see Tom Segura a while back.
Oh, badass.
Yeah, it was actually really good. A little too high, and also the whiskey started to kick in.
Oh god.
But I think the only reason why the whiskey started to kick in was because it was at the Reventon, and it was pitch black dark, like pitch black, and he was standing in front of a dark blue velvet like curtain, and he was just wearing his typical blue jeans and his fucking Adidas jumpsuit jacket, and just the way he was going back and forth, it was just like getting super like mesmerizing. And like towards the end of his hour, I started kind of dozing off, and I was like, "Damn!"
Oh, the whiskey really?
No, it was the darkness. It was just so dark and like poorly lit.
That sucks.
Yeah, because like just like imagine just like it was like watching. Remember back at our school in the theater room, like being in the back of the fucking back, and it's like super dark in there, and they have like just one person lit up on the fucking stage, and it's kind of hard to see them, and kind of hard to fucking stay focused on them as they go back and forth. It was just like that, and like even on his Instagram, he said that like it was so dark, he was afraid that he was gonna step off stage.
Oof.
Yeah.
Just really bad lighting of the venue.
Yeah, and
where was
all
this
of
place at?
It was the Riverton, right next to the Hard Rock.
Oh, downtown?
Yeah.
Ugh.
So like all of his other venues were great. Like the pictures were great, and like he's filming for his new special too. And like they fucking did that. Like we could have been the special.
Hey, that's just, I don't know. The venue just fucked up.
Yeah, and then
it's like whenever I went and saw King Cruel back.
Steve-O's coming to Houston soon.
Who?
Steve-O.
Oh.
He's doing a multimedia like thing. So like he's doing a lot of stuff. He's getting married, like sober.
Yeah,
like,
I know that. I know he's sober and he's doing a lot of
Novak sober, married, getting a house.
I don't keep up with that kind of stuff. Not really my interest.
Well, I keep up with Steve-O because he's technically a comic now. He's been doing it for 10 years, touring and going on stage. So.
Yeah, man, lately as of my interest has been heavily into action figures and that toy photography. I actually just watched because if you're toy photography, there was a video suggested to me today before I left, and that's why I kind of stopped. I was like, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna take a dab and watch this fucking video. And it was about this guy who does like these really intricate fucking shots using like smoke bombs and fireworks, and like it's badass, man.
Like
it's
all super practical. Intricate, and
it's all tangible like setups. That's where the phrase articulated comic book art comes from, and it's an actual like legit like in the dictionary definition is what articulated comic book art is, and it's just tangible toy photography, creating the illusion that these figures are actually that's an actual big setup that you just made yourself. Like people, it makes it look real. And it's just been really fucking crazy. Like, it's been really cool. Like I went, got a fucking diorama. Like
technically, it's not new. We grew up in.
Well, I mean, no,
like,
we
grew
up
up where
new.
fucking claymation was like actually cool as shit.
I'm not saying it's new. I'm just saying that it's huge. It's big. It's popular, and it's just something. It's new to me because I've been into taking pictures of toys, but never like this. Never actually thought of making an entire scene, making something look like it's natural. So it's just like that's been.
Well, this one was he was doing a bunch of pictures with stormtroopers.
Yeah, I've seen that.
So
one.
he was like fucking throwing fire at them.
He'll throw
and, like,
fireworks in the water and take a bunch of quick shots of it, and as the explosion happens, and selecting his right one.
It was interesting.
It's cool, man. It's crazy what these people do. Like I'm in on Facebook. I'm in like this group called the Articulated Comic Book Art.
And now there's
just,
like unlimited amount of people doing the Odie style shit.
Yeah,
And he fucking changed his name, and now there's a dude who has almost an exact same name that pops up in my feed. So like I'll think it's fucking what is Odie's new shit? Ghost something?
No, that's just where he changed his. It's still Odie. That's just his Instagram name. Ghost alone.
Oh yeah,
that's just his Instagram name.
So there's like another fucking artist who goes by Ghost something. So like each time I see him, I'm like, I have to fucking figure out.
Yeah, Odio has just been pumping out all sorts of fucking work, man. He's so I'm kind of looking forward to the summer because we're gonna do an episode of like what he's been up to, catch up with him and do a really good.
Is he still in Houston or?
No, he's back in Atlanta. He moved back sometime last year. He stayed with me for like 4 days before he moved back to Atlanta. Some shit went down and we just got like set around, like we hung out and just got really stoned and just did some fucking recordings and watched a shit ton of anime.
That's what's up.
But yeah, it was. He'll be back. He's visiting in June or July.
I hit him up a while back because I heard that Netflix was supposed to be acquiring the rights to Evangelion.
No, they did. It comes out this spring.
Is it coming out? I've been waiting. I was like, I thought it was going to come out sooner. So like,
it comes out sometime this spring.
Yeah, I wanted to see how he felt about it because like it's
cool.
It's just gonna be an introduction. Like it's gonna
they redid the recording with the original cast for it.
Really?
For the whole thing, yeah. What I'm curious is, are they gonna have End of Evangelion though?
With the movie?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're supposed to. They're supposed to have 2 movies, and then
Death and Rebirth and End of Evangelion.
I think it's just Death and Rebirth, and then the fucking show.
But what's the point of having Death and Rebirth and the show when Death and Rebirth is essentially the show in a movie format?
I'm not positive which 2 movies. They're supposed to have 2 movies. Two movies.
Okay, so End of Evangelion and Death and Rebirth. Those are the 2 movies.
Okay.
That came out with the show, and then they did the rebuilds, which the newest one comes out sometime next year, hopefully.
But I'm just happy that like it's gonna be introduced to a bunch of people that wouldn't have been able to find access to it without actually being told. If you're told you get told to watch Evangelion, you don't just stumble upon.
You know what I tell people? So whenever they ask me how it is, or if they ask me what my favorite anime is, and I tell them it's Evangelion, and they want to watch it, I tell them just be prepared to be really sad and depressed.
Yeah, like I went through the comments on Netflix's YouTube comments the announcement was like, "Yay, I get to share my depression with people.
Yep.
Yay, everybody's gonna understand my depression." Like that was the whole comments. Like everybody's like, "I can't wait to be sad." Like everybody was looking forward to being sad.
All over again.
That's exactly how I felt. I was like, "Dope! I can't wait to be depressed as shit."
Yeah, it's gonna be. It's just Evangelion. Just there's a lot of.
Well, the creator went through a mental breakdown during the fucking show, like in its shows.
He's also a very depressed person.
Yeah, he broke during the creation of his show, and it went into his artwork, his work.
He right now 3.0 plus 1.0 is postponed to 2020. I think he's taking the mantle of directing the new Ultraman show. I'm not sure.
But yeah, I wouldn't have known about Evangelion if you didn't tell me about it.
That's what I watched when I was like 8 or 9.
Like I had to search for it. I had to fucking find that shit illegally.
Why? When I own it.
You're not gonna let me borrow.
Of course not. I'll come over and watch it with you.
See, like you're not gonna let me borrow it and watch it in my own time. I have to fucking watch it with you. And then when we're done for that day, you take it with you and you leave, and then I have to wait until you come back. See.
I do not loan anything like that out. It's too precious to me to loan out.
They're gonna be worth more money soon because they're gonna re-release everything. They're gonna once it's on Netflix, they're gonna re-release it.
I worked way too hard building that collection together to find the matching DVDs to go with that set, man. I worked hard to do that shit.
I know, like the Blu-rays are hard as fuck to find.
I don't have I have the DVDs. That's what I have is the original DVD series.
Oh yeah,
whenever they came out. and came out as volumes on DVD. That's what I have. And then the rebuilds were on Blu-ray because they did everything redigital and retelling the entire story of Evangelion, which is 3.0 is very confusing. I need to rewatch it. I was so confused. Like, I was like, what the fuck just happened? I need to rewatch it and try to figure that out again. It's just a weird mix of End of Evangelion and like in the last episode of episode 24.
You gotta have time dedicated to paying attention to understand what's going on sometimes.
Yeah, but yeah, that's the biggest thing that everybody is saying is like, you get to see, like, you get to understand what it is to be depressed.
I was just excited because Odie makes a lot of Evangelion art, and it's going to help some of his art.
Well, it's one of his like his most beloved favorite thing.
Yeah, just but like that's what he makes a lot of Evangelion stuff. And I was like, bro, like that's going to be good for you. Like, fucking people are going to know what fucking Evangelion is. They're going to know what your art is. Some people don't.
It's out there enough for people.
Bro,
to know.
like
I
got triggered the other day because some kid in my fucking shop told me One Piece is the best anime ever.
Why would that trigger you?
Because it's not.
So just let it be. Why does that matter to you?
Because he was really adamant about it.
So what?
Like,
so what, man? Like, seriously, like, really, it really shouldn't. Yeah,
but
matter.
Like, if you're,
it's like people at work who
doesn't know what the fuck anime is.
That's like, just like the people that are really into Dragon Ball.
Some 18-year-old fucking.
You understand
F-word, some 18-year-old F-worded, R-worded, F-worded, like.
Remember when I was telling you earlier?
The shit and doesn't even know.
But do you remember what I was telling you earlier about how frustrating it is to see these like new Dragon Ball fans,
the bandwagoners,
all these bandwagoners, and why it's frustrating for me is essentially why you're getting frustrated and why you think that with that kid is for him thinking One Piece is the greatest anime ever.
I wanted to just like slap him in the face and be like, Yu Yu Hakusho, fucking Inuyasha, fucking.
Can't even pronounce it right. You're giving him shit.
Whatever. I don't.
And you watch it dubbed.
This is America. I don't have to pronounce anything correctly. And fuck you. Inuyasha and like Yu Yu Hakusho are fucking good.
Yu Yu Hakusho well, it's because it's the prime of the 90s dubbed anime.
You're messy.
Dubbed anime in the 90s and early 2000s were the best. That's whenever the best voice actors were out there. Now, I don't like dubbed now because it's a lot of recycled voice actors. Every character sounds almost exactly the same.
It's because it's our fault. It's our fault.
How?
Because we've watched so much anime. How many years of anime do you have in your brain collectively?
That depends because I started watching anime whenever I was in elementary school.
No.
Third grade.
Add up all the fucking hours of anime. Like, how many hours do you collectively have in your brain? Like, fucking.
I can't count.
Dragon Ball is 1,000 episodes at least.
I can't count. Dragon Ball isn't 1,000 episodes.
It's close, damn near. No, I'm talking about Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball GT, fucking Dragon Ball
GT's
Super.
Not canon though. You can't include GT.
We still watched it, motherfucker.
But in story wise, it's not canon.
Yeah, but we still watched it, and then we got to count all the movies. That's a lot in just one show. I hate how
Super just got rid of the entire movies that all came out in the 90s to make them all non-canon, except for this most recent one with Broly.
Is Fusion Reborn still canon?
No.
Wow.
Gogeta is, but not Fusion Reborn. Not the whole Janemba fight in hell.
Is Goten's and Trunk fusion still
canon and a thing? I believe so because it happened during Dragon Ball Z during the Buu saga. So yes, of course it is.
Oh, but fuck. God damn the Broly movie! I gotta watch it.
It's good, and they canonized Gogeta.
But do I need to be up to date on Super to understand Broly in any shape or form?
It takes place after the Tournament of Power.
Damn it! Fuck.
So you didn't see Ultra Instinct or anything like that?
I saw first form of Ultra Instinct, like the first.
You didn't watch the final fight at the very end on how they won?
No, I don't know. See, now you told me they won.
I didn't say they can be anybody. It can be any universe. It could be the universe that what's his Topo was from. That can be they too. You just assume that it's our universe that one. So I mean,
fuck. But that means I have.
Why can't you watch it?
Because I have to have time to catch up with Megan.
Got you.
Because like
y'all watched it together.
Yeah, because she's that's what she's about now. Does she watch it with you?
No.
Does she even want to?
I don't know. Oh, well.
See,
I want to show her.
Like if I watch it without her,
my roommate is a cat because I have that on my queue. I just haven't started it yet.
Bro, that anime is so fucking cute. Like I was laying down in the middle of the night. I had just taken a dab. I was like, all right, let's start this shit. First episode. And like I'm watching it, I'm like, okay, this is adorable. This is adorable. Oh my god, this is getting better. It gets even better. Then it takes a pivotal switch, and then I'm like, my god, this is so cute. I could fucking die.
Did you watch Domestic Girlfriend?
I was almost in tears from happiness. I was like, I know what it's like to feel like a little girl who has found something that is so fluffy and cute that they could fucking explode and die with like sparkles and everything. Like I felt like that, and then I showed Megan, and she's addicted to it now. And
yeah, I've been meaning to watch it.
It's so good. It's so good.
I just haven't. I've been watching if we want to talk anime. I've been watching, of course, Black Clover. I've been, even though I know what's happening, just like watching the anime. Double Decker was a really good like winter anime. If you didn't watch that.
Double Decker?
Yeah, Double Decker. It's a great show. It's a prequel to Tiger and Bunny.
I haven't seen Tiger and Bunny.
Me neither.
The animation is just like kind of throws me off a little bit. The style, like it
just
looks
think
weird.
Of like the newer movie where it's like CG anime.
Yeah, it looks weird.
Not the original anime is not like that. The Double Decker is like a detective crime show where they seek out these drug users, and it's like a very powerful drug. I forgot what it's called, but it could alter the DNA of the person and give them superpowers if they go overload or some shit, and like they'll make their body transform and become like these giant fucking monsters like these, and they like have to. It's badass. Double Deckers was one that I was watching. Are you watching Shield Hero?
I haven't started it yet.
Dude,
I'm
Shield
waiting.
Hero is so good.
It's another show where somebody gets dropped into another universe, right? Yeah,
it's so good.
I was trying to wait for to get some more episodes.
They're 10. They're in 10 right now.
Yeah, I was just waiting for more episodes, like because this new season looks really good. So like the quintuplet show looks really funny and adorable.
I'm gonna give you a heads up for the episode 4 of Shield Hero. Just you're probably gonna cry.
Really?
Yeah. It was
emotional.
Yeah.
Bro, did you watch Violet Evergarden?
Yeah, of course. I've seen it
that
like 4
show
times.
Made me fucking bawl.
It's a great show.
Like I started bawling for no reason. I was just sitting there, and like it wasn't even an emotional part. She was just walking in a field like to her next job, and I'm just crying.
It's a beautiful show.
I'm laying in bed crying, like
that's subbed,
bawling. Yeah,
that's subbed.
It's dubbed. It's dubbed.
They have it dubbed?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's actually really good dub. Netflix has good dubs.
What's another anime that's coming to Netflix that's supposed to be really good?
I started crying so hard.
It's a beautiful show, dude. The animation.
Did you watch Baki?
Amazing. Baki the Grappler?
That show pissed me off so fucking much.
It's based off of the original anime manga, Baki the Grappler.
Give us a real season. Give us a real fucking season. Like the show's called Baki. And the whole fucking first season, Baki doesn't do a goddamn thing.
Because you have to read the manga. It's based off the manga, Baki the Grappler. It's a really old book.
But give us a real season.
Or read.
Netflix isn't for manga. Netflix is for Americans to be introduced to anime so that they can fucking get off of Netflix and pay for either Crunchyroll, Funimation, or VRV.
Which VRV is essentially Crunchyroll, just $4 more. Crunchyroll sucks on the fucking Fire Stick that I have over here. I fucking hate it. You have to like delete it and reinstall it for it to work. Like it's stupid sometimes.
Then what else has been the new season. Radiant's been all right, but it was
I don't
weird.
know what that is.
It's a show about magic.
You want to watch a really good show? Ge no Kitaro.
Gay.
Ge no Kitaro.
No,
Gege no Kitaro.
what's it about?
It's about like this. I'll pull it up for you. Hold on.
Jamie, pull that shit up.
It's this show. It's about this kid right here. This guy, he's like a spirit, and he banishes evil spirits that actually escape to the real world. And he becomes friends with this little kid or with this girl who they're friend. They help each other. I watched like about 5 episodes. I couldn't keep up. There are like 26 episodes or some shit right now. We're way out there now, but it's an old manga. The Japanese voice actor for Goku, she does the voice actor of his dad, who is a little eyeball with legs. It's great. It's a good show. It's about like old like folklore ghosts and stuff, like evil trees turning up like people in the trees. Like the first episode is about like a spirit that turns humans that have done wrong. Their punishment is they turn into a tree. So all around Tokyo, people walking the street are just giant trees popping up all over Tokyo, and and they have to stop it. It was really cool.
That's interesting.
Yeah, it's a good show, man. It's a good show. It's got a lot. It's about a lot about like folklore, basically.
I'll have to check it out.
What have you been watching? Mob Psycho's second season?
I haven't. Wait, the second season. No, I haven't had time to watch the second season because it's all in Japanese.
So
it's all subtitled. So I've been too busy at work. So like if I'm at work, it's got to be.
I got to catch up. I'm like 2 or 3 episodes.
It's got to be dubbed while I'm at work because I got to pay attention to cameras and
you have to listen to it. I understand that. It's great. The second season is really good. I'm really waiting for a second. But
we play a lot of anime and podcasts in the shop on the TV, the main TV where everybody can see. So it forces a lot of interesting conversations. Like I introduce a lot of older dudes who haven't they get stuck. They see Dragon Ball and they get stuck. Like they just get lost into it. I'm like, what's up, man? You lost in Dragon Ball? And he's like, oh yeah, man, I haven't seen that in years.
What are you, like, playing old episodes?
Yeah, I have Dragon Ball on right now. Oh no, I have Dragon Ball Z. It was the Saiyan Saga. So yesterday was all the Saiyan Saga. So that's why I sent you that fucking shit of Raditz. I was like, because for some reason I was obsessing with the voice actor of Raditz in English. I was like, man, this voice actor is just like legit. He just reminds me of like General Slaughter. Just like,
yeah, dude. If you like along the lines, you'll notice that Vegeta's voice gets because his voice was a little more deeper raspy, but now it's a little higher up raspy, and you can tell. And you can also tell the same thing that voice is also Piccolo, because he sometimes whenever he's voicing Piccolo, Vegeta crosses over, or when he's voicing Vegeta, Piccolo crosses over, so he gets that accent into it. So I think Christopher Sabat did Piccolo first, and then they used him for Vegeta. It's weird.
It's a good voice.
It's weird, man.
Shit, some guy caught me doing a news voice because before I got here, I went and got some coffee, and there was an ABC 13 fucking truck at the fucking corner store. I was like, ABC 13 News. Today, we're at the gas station where people get their coffee, beverages, and snacks. What will we find? And the dude just like looks at me while he's filling his gas and was like, I'm not gonna stop this. I'm gonna keep going. Fuck this shit. And like I'm in my car, I closed the door and I'm still doing it. And I'm like, time to eat these donuts and coffee and see if we die.
Breakfast of champions, the American breakfast sugar. Yeah. All right, so let's go ahead and wrap it up. We're hitting a 2-hour mark. That's a good 2 hours, man.
Yeah.
That was a good 2 hours. You want to plug anything before you head out?
I ain't got no plugs. Corporate television on Instagram, anime edits. That's all I do. Krotone, SoundCloud. I make music, sound stuff.
If you want.
KROTONE.
If you want music.
And corporate television on Instagram.
We need like a full-on new sound for the beginning of this. I I changed it up a couple of times with some stupid shit that I made. I'll show you afterwards.
You would like my stuff, my new stuff.
But,
It's awesome. It's all sad boy shit.
Okay, guys, this has been Knights of Hyperion, I guess. Next week, we'll have a completely different show with a different name, and I think you guys might like it. It'll be new. But
that new.
you know where to follow us, KoH Podcast on Instagram and Twitter, and go to lootcomplex.com and use that fucking discount code and save some money on some badass shit.